enthusiast.
I am Marc Kitte.
I am Antonette Monteros.
I am Erika Formilles.
And I am Marc Clavo.
And we have another host from afar, and she is joining us today via Zoom. And we are the Evolutionary Word Thinkers, where we dive deep into the wonders of language. Have you ever stopped to think about how words like cafe and sushi become part of our everyday vocabulary?
Or why we pronounce ballet differently than our French friends? Today, we're embarking on a thrilling journey through the world of loanwords, discovering how they adapt, transform, and enrich the English language.
So, buckle up for linguistic adventures that uncovers the fascinating stories behind the words that we use every day.
Today, we are going to explore this fascinating topic and delve into phonological process that English uses to incorporate new words, foreign words, looking at how sounds change, stress pattern shifts, and even spelling gets adjusted.
Okay, so to help us navigate this linguistic journey, we have invited a linguist specializing in historical linguistics and phonology. Let us all welcome Miss Nidea and Mr. Syril. Welcome to our show. Have a seat.
So, how are you today, Miss Nidea and Mr. Syril?
Well, I'm doing great.
Oh, that sounds good. How about you, Mr. Syril?
Trying to do better.
Thanks for having us today, and we are so excited to talk about this topic. So, I guess we can start at the basic. So, can I ask is, what are some key of phonological process that English uses to adopt loanwords?
Well, the most common process is sound substitution. This is where English speakers replace a sound that doesn't exist within language with similar sound that does. For example, a French word like garage has a g sound that's pronounced differently than the English g. So English speakers adapts it to garage with a more familiar g sound.
That makes sense. It's fascinating how our ears and mouth adapt to new words. Also, a common example is the Italian word spaghetti, right? In Italian, the G is pronounced more softly, almost like a G sound. But many English speakers pronounce it with a hard G, saying spaghetti instead of the correct spaghetti. So, is it substitution only involved in the process?
Not at all, because as you can see, substitution isn't the only process that is involved that the speaker uses to replace a sound that doesn't exist. Though there are more abilities than just a couple. For example, a stress shift, or you can also say stress syllable. It can process a change to phrase like from digest noun to digest verb. The process is you change its pronunciation. In English, loanwords, it has a historical path that no matter how you replace the sound, the parts of how the speaker used isn't just only in one purpose, but it gains with a lot of abilities.
That's a great point. It's like a word has to learn a new rhythm when it enters English. How does the spelling get adjusted to this process?
When you say adjusted means spelling. So spelling adjustments. Though it's the process of rearranging something, like it could change also its pronunciation. And we have those examples like, let me guess, the word cafe is an English pronunciation, but when we use it in another language, it can be pronounced like from the language French into cafe. We just delve that to its IPH. Would find a solution on how to rearrange the process of how the words can change their pronunciations and transformations.
So it's not just about the pronunciation. It's also about making the spelling more intuitive for the readers.
Exactly. There are other processes as well, like vowel reduction, where vowels in unstressed syllables becomes less distinct. For example, in the French word like restaurant, a sound becomes evident, or it becomes clear.
So another question is that, what are some of the implications of this loanword adaptation process?
Well, the word implications means you imply or understood about the answer. So from that is just the purpose and how all of those actions of the morphology and phonology does or works.
Wow! I never realized how much goes on behind the scenes with these words. But how do these changes impact the meaning of the word? For example, consider the word chocolate. In English, many people pronounce it as chocolate, reducing the middle syllable into a schwa, while in some other languages, it pronounced more distinctly as chocolate. Does this alteration change how we perceive the word?
Absolutely. As cultures interact more, we'll see an influx of loan words entering English, especially with the rise of social media and global communication. The blending of languages not only enriches our vocabulary itself, but also reflects the diverse influences that shapes our society, making it an exciting time for language transformation.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Sir, for sharing your expertise on this fascinating topic.
It's been a pleasure.
Now it is clear that loanword adaptation is a complex and ongoing process that shapes the very fabric of the English language.
Next time you hear a word that sounds a little different, try to appreciate the fascinating journey it's taken to become a part of the English language.
Absolutely. Language is a living entity that's constantly evolving and adapting. So as you encounter new words, remember that each of these words has its own unique story. I can't wait to explore and share these stories with you in our future episodes. Thank you for joining us today and enjoy the journey of this language. And don't hesitate to share your thoughts and favorite loanwords with us on our social media. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep appreciating the beauty of English language. Thank you very much for coming.
Gabi na pagpapanggap, gabi na armalin.
Baby, love and Shot, running in my non-stop vertigo. Drill plot, whiskey